Okay, hey guys, I've run the game on a few hours. And I've done a bit of tweaking because we weren't as profitable as I would have liked. So you might have caught a glimpse there. Hercules is now down to 3 coaches rather than 4. There is a woman in her vehicle. That's not what I wanted. But here there's some bus stops now in Herne Bay. And there are... oh look, they're just arriving. Some Lobethons on the on a new bus route, Regional Bus 107, from Sandown to Herne Bay, because apparently the train wasn't really doing it for people. And the way I found this out was, if you click destinations, you can see, let's go, not sort by name, sort by so at the moment, 1% of people who are travelling to Herne Bay are using public transport. Wait. Oh! 1% of people in Herne Bay are using public transport to get around Herne Bay. That's pretty nice. 67% of people who are going to Sandown want to use the public transport. And then for everywhere else that you can get using public transport, 100% of people want it. Before I put Regional Bus 107 in, this figure here for Sandown was actually 5%. And Hercules was struggling to break even. So I put Hercules down to 3 coaches, and it's now running closer to full. Every run it's now half full or above. Which is nice. We've got more activity down here at Sandown. And we just generally have more money in the bank. I mean, look. We've nearly got the loan paid off. I mean, you know me. Like, you've seen every episode of this series, and it's involved taking out loans for a massive construction project and then regretting that construction project, but then enjoying that construction project because it was beautiful. Yeah, that's how this goes. That is how I play Transport Fever. And the regrettable, beautiful construction project for today is this. Getting a railway from here, this railway, over this and into here to connect up Herne Bay and Southwold. Both of these were towns that I placed myself using sandbox mode. So yeah, that's nice. Let's just build this so that we're going up at full steepness. Because I do not want to be... wait, what? Invisible bridge? What? Yeah, basically, I don't want to be dilly-dallying on this construction project in terms of getting up the hill, because I used the height map thing to see sort of the height of this sort of V shape and where we were currently. Where we are here is at 25 meters. This is like 150. So we have over 100 meters to climb in order to get up the hill. Like, you know, sufficiently to actually get to Southwold, which is over here. Right. Every time that I have one more tick to pay off, that's it. That's nice. Just having one more thing to pay off. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, I took the liberty to enable a few extra mods. Just to sort of liven up gameplay, particularly in the mid to late game, around the sort of mid to late 1900s and into the 2000s. Because that's just sort of where I really like what happens with trains. In terms of, like, we get multiple units, and we get, like, electric multiple units, which are awesome. But we also get, like, the trains just suddenly become more powerful, and they can transport more people more quickly, and it's amazing. So yeah. I'm doubting whether we're going to be able to get up this hill, but what I'm really enjoying is what we're making in doing this endeavour. Like, we have this lovely S-bendy bridge, then a cheeky cutting, which looks great, and then this bridge, which we could actually, at some point, send a branch line through to... Nah, maybe? Maybe. But junctions on bridges in Transport Fever is really not fun. And then basically we're going to have to come up, like, we're going to have to overshoot, come up here, and then through there in order to meet the altitude that we need, the height-itude. The height-itude that we need, we're actually almost there. Whatever train we put on this is going to have a hard time. I am going to say that straight away now. We need to put the right train on this. But look at what we're getting in the process. Let's turn the what's it on. There we go. The what's it. It has been turned on. Okay, so we're about to cross into this contour, which is where we want to be. Right, what I'm thinking, actually, this could be awesome, is if I keep going through and we do like a little helix. That would be awesome. I do like helices. They look really nice on, like, the Alpen railways. This isn't going to be anywhere near as spectacular as those, you know. Like, that should be obvious. We're not creating the Ratishbahn. We're just creating a mountainous railway. Oh, this could be really high. That bridge could be awful. But that bridge that we've just made there with the granite, I hope. No? Where? What? Oh, I need to declick it. Ooh, that looks nice. Just that little small bridge. However, what we're going to have here is not a small bridge. What we're going to end up with is a huge bridge. And expensive. Wow. However, I think we can calm down. Can we calm down? Not that much. If we calm down to... Oh, that's... If we calm down to full hill, then yes, we will get over. So I'm just gonna have, like, a little bit of turnage still. I'm gonna knock it down now to that much. That is so steep. Wait, where is straight line? Is that straight line? Okay, so I want to be level by here, so that we can start coming down early. That's a 1.2 wow, this is an expensive project. But I mean, worth it? Okay, 1 million is like a year's profit, just saying. And because of that, I'm going to take out 3.5 million. It's nice to not say 7 million. And there we go. Ooh, this could be good. So we're going to come through this mountain, or through this sort of clearing in the space between the hill things. There we go. Using simpler language might make things easier for me. Insulting my own intelligence. That's so British. Wow, really? We really have to come up and like, hug this thing. What I mean... Look at the railway we're getting out of this. Ooh, let's put some power, speed, yas into it. Okay, so I'm gonna have a tunnel with like a break in it, and then there's gonna be another tunnel which is gonna pop out here, but not. Ooh. So basically what we've got is we come out of Herne Bay and then we go whoop, and then we come around this. Safe to say, I think, that this isn't getting double tracked for a long time. Dude. Granite bridge. Ooh. Would you look at that gorgeousness that we have built through the mountains? So, in summary, we started here, we built up and around a helix, then across here, from this point, we start going downhill rather than uphill. Then we come down the mountain, into a short tunnel, out of it again, into a slightly longer tunnel, around, and through this with this lovely little bridge here. Oh, that looks great. And then into a little tunnel, and then we should, just a bit of luck, come out of our big descent. And like that, we have gone from there to there for an unspeakable amount of money. And what better way to finish off a big engineering project with a beautifully straight piece of engineering project. Perhaps I implement an engineering project in there? Whoa! No, let's not implement any engineering project after this engineering project. There we go. Perfectly straight piece of train. Right. Now, Southwold Station is going to be here. It's going to be really inconvenient, but we're going to use buses around Southport. Either that or, what do you call them? Trams. Yeah, those. That I did really badly at Leytonstone and it now hates me. Uh, 240. 4 tracks. 4 tracks, is that necessary? No, 3 tracks. There we go. The cost to build $600,000. $600,000. That's a lot of money. But I did it. Oh, it's going to be nice to get Hercules run into not Sandown, Southwold. Although I think for now, I'm just gonna have a train running Herne-based Southwold. Like, it's gonna take forever. But the Herne-based Southwold route isn't the main line. Realistically, I should have built the line from Harpenden first. I'll do that, actually. Yes, we are overspending. Yoink. Okay, so, here. Little bit of transport fever hack, if you will. It is sometimes cheaper to tunnel than it is to trench. So see, look at the cost. It's now 324, 293, 269, 293. So you just gotta be aware. 268, 267, 265, 264, 263, 262, 261, 260. There we go, 257,000 for that section, which I can't afford. That's honestly a mood though. But we can't seem to get out of minuses. But you know what? I'm really enjoying what I'm building so far. I don't know if you are as I am. I hope you are, because this is beautiful. We've just built this lovely mountain railway. It's actually a mountain railway. This is more of a regional railway than this. This is like positively Alpen. And no, I'm not going to create a new service class of Alpen Railway. AR is augmented reality, not Alpen Railway. Oh, listen, you can hear, like, the animals. The little animals. Not baby things, but the animals that are little. Oh dear. Oh dear me. My knee, please. Oh, my knee. That's how this game be done. Beep. Uh-oh. My neat lack of. Ooh, I've had an idea what I can do with that. Ooh, idea. I could have a train, right, from Harpenden to Herne Bay through the South World Crossing. That's the name for this episode. Dude, we have money for like a second, and then we don't. Oh, no. Got distracted on the telephone. Money spent. Right, is there anything between us and Harpenden that we would want a station at right now? No. Good. Wow, that's a long run. This line is just two very long runs. One of them is slow and twisty and gorgeous. The other one is fast, relatively straight. It's almost like the dynamic you have in England, where we have the slower and twistier West Coast main line, the faster, straighter but generally more boring East Coast main line, and they sort of compete. Like through history, the East and West have always competed against each other on the London to Scotland route. In fact, that competition is why, in England, we have the fastest steam train in the world. It literally came out of that East versus West. Two companies, they ran the competing line. Or like, you know, they ran the... One company ran the West Coast, the other one ran the East Coast, and they were just competing. And through that, the company that ran the East Coast decided, okay, the competition is like a few years behind us now, but the West Coast guys have it, and I'm not happy with that. So the chief mechanical engineer of the company that ran the East Coast was just like, yeah, this one, it's 5 months old, it'll be just broken in enough, but not too broken in, that you should be able to go pretty quick with it. And it did 126 miles an hour, and nothing's beat it to this day, which is a pretty cool story. So that's what this is, if you imagine. That was a really long tangent. Right, so the track sort of pops out there and says hello. We also need to sort of look where Egham is, because Egham is the next stop that we're targeting. So I think I'm going to go this side of the coal and bring Egham Station in there. Ooh, double level crossing. Aren't I getting fed up of spending too long checking level crossings? Okay. Yeah, and... yeah, good. We just need to, like, give it time to, like, yeah. No! Now I need to check these again. Click the wrong button. That's fine. Alright, and then we'll turn this around to head towards Egham, the eggiest town in southwest London. As if southwest London could really be edgy. We all know Shoreditch is where that is. Jeez, Shoreditch. I don't even know what's in Shoreditch. I don't think I've ever been to Shoreditch. I might have been through it once on a London Overground train. But like, yeah. Apart from that, I'd like, Shoreditch is just like unknown territory, and I'm from London. Whoop. Money. And by the power of building railway, we have completed the railway. And we have this lovely sort of double turn going, which is litness. But we don't have money. And there we go. Probably the most expensive thing we'll build for a while. Knowing me, that's not going to be true. No, actually, this is going to be the most expensive thing we do build for a while. Right, let's see what we have going on here at Harpenden. At Harpenden... Oh, I just have that third platform hanging out there, but like nothing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a train going from Andover to Southwold, and then I'm going to have another train taking the single line to Herne Bay. What was I gonna do? Not cheating money. Right. 1.3 million, and I'm going to use that for signals. Right. Well, not first, actually. First things first, I'm going to double slip that and signal up the line between Corby signal number 1, which is the junction, and Southwold. The Southwold to Herne Bay section isn't going to have any signals on it because there's only one track, so you can only run one train on it anyway. Although I will be looking at changing that specifically sort of here. Perhaps through some sort of, through this section as well. And through this section. So it's going to be mostly double track, but there are obviously some sections that we can't double up because it's mountainous and curvy and really, really wiggly. Signalling. UK semaphore signal, because we like those trains running on the correct side of the railway. Using block signalling, which basically keeps trains... Well, block signalling is like the simplest form of signalling. I don't need to explain it to anyone. One train between each set of signals. Done. If other train comes into set of signals, train that came into set of signals behind first train, so second train, has to stop. It's generally, like, in the UK at least, we have a system called TPWS, which will, like, there's like a grid on the track, and if it goes over, if a train goes over it while it's red, it just sort of dumps the emergency brakes in the train that went over it, and shouts at the driver for being a complete numpty, or something. And then the driver has to, like, grovel to the signal or something. I have no idea how it actually works. It's pretty insane. Like I say, complete disregard for junctions, they'll protect themselves. through the block signaling. Beep, beep. Now, the last signal is going to be Southward approach signal. There we go. That's it. That is all the signals we need. We just spent nearly 100,000 on signals. Ouch. So first route that we're going to put in is going to be a regional rail route from Andover to Harpenden and Southwold. And we're using that platform. Good. And then we stop at Harpenden on the way back. Like so. Let's just see what it's done there. We need to flip these around. Good, we're running on the left. And this is regional rail. And over to Southwold. And the next new line we're going to add is Southwold to Herne Bay. Wow, that's a really funky line. Just wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. Whoa! Wiggly, 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 straight. And this is Emma Herne Bay Southwold. Good. And I'm going to deploy the mountain train first. Steam, money actually. I have 3 trains to buy with 7 million. The mountain train is probably going to be the cheapest. I'm going to say that right now and regret it later. Right, so let's look at what we're currently using on the other mountain route. We have 400 kilowatts of power and 73 kilonewtons of tractive effort. However, here we have the Midland Railway 483, which is weaker. This has more power, but less tractive effort. It is... how much more expensive is it? Barely any. It looks great in the blue. It's going on. Passenger. Oh, how fast is it? Because that's something I do believe the Adams Radio will say, 45 miles an hour. That's fast enough. So we can still use these, which is great. I'm not going to go too much. Just 3 to start with. And set you onto Herne Bay to Southwold. Good. Oh, look at this. It's an Atlantic, but without a tender. That's really cool. I do like the Adams radio tank. It does look really good. Right, now we pay off as much of the loan as I can before I get going on the regional train. Let's keep going on this view. It's so shiny in the blue, look at that. I'm colorblind, it might be purple. Right, I'm gonna ooh, we can name it. one number 001. So that one's Hercules. This one will be Thor. The temptation to ride on that is so great. You have no idea. Ooh, its subtle station's not even connected up. I think that is a logical first step. So I'm just going to do that. There we go. Now I know that hasn't tendrilled up. That's fine. That's more than fine. Because we can build our own tendrils. What? Yes. Own tendrils. Look at them. All of them. Our own little link. We just have that sort of space. It just looks nice, okay? It looks nice, okay? Shut up. What are we in range of? Almost nothing. Mainly commercial. Yeah, it's all commercial that we're in range of. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to road-based transport, bus stop, and bus stop, bus stop. Just 3, I'll do one more way. And we're going to connect all of this up through red. Yep. Bop. Ew. I wanted like a nice curve, but I didn't get that, so there we go. Straight line. Ooh. Ooh, heck. There we go. And beep, beep, beep. Ah, lovely. And do it. Yep. Beep, 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 beep. And new line. Wrong shade of red. It loves using that shade of red. I don't understand. Might just be because it's the first one in line. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what are we? CB311. CB311. This is... Is this clockwise or anti-clockwise? This is anti-clockwise, or CCW. CCW. Right, 5 vehicles. L'obéissant. 5 of them, go ahead. And we're going to colour these that, and we're going to set them on CB311 side. Here we go. Oh yeah! That is the only link Subworld has to the outside world. We've just given it a train. And an internal bus. Ooh, no. Actually, let's see, how long have I been going? 39 minutes. You know what? Once we've got trains on the this one, I will do I'll do the cab ride of the mountain line. That really didn't take long. I'm gonna just put money back into giving us, like, put money back into the loan so that I have some left with which to buy the train. I knew this was gonna happen. I literally spent like 25 minutes, half an hour paying off the loan at the start of, like, before I started recording. And then, like, I mean, we actually have made progress in terms of the loans since I booted up the game today, because we were almost maxed out on the loan. Oh, look at that cute little thing. It's not made any money yet. However, 8 people now want to get to Southwold. And what I think is going to happen is people are just going to be forced onto the train, because there's no way you're getting a train and a road across those mountains. And we just put the train in. I mean, you could probably get a road across. Roads are better at climbing than railway. I mean, maybe. But it wouldn't be as spectacular. Mainly because it would just go up in one shot. And we wouldn't have to do all the squiggling. I mean, we'd have to do some squiggling, but you know what I mean. Right, I'm gonna head down to Leytonstone just for a bit, see what's going on. If I could remember where it was, that would be great. Wrong side of the map. I don't even know where, like, anything is on this map because it's so big. Ah, there it is. Yes, the mass of tram stops. No, we are net losing everything. Okay, so you manage vehicles, sell them all. And you know, I'm gonna keep the clockwise of this one and the anti-clockwise of loop 2. No, so I'm going to keep the anti-clockwise of loop 2. Good, and I'm going to... Yeah, so we've only got 10 trams running around now, so it should be better. Well, how many trams have we got running around? Between 5 and 10. Right, Newton Below, Stroud, Egham, there we go. Wow, I really went across the map for something that was just a bit down. Okay, here we go. Red Hill Train Depot, buy vehicles. When we go into the positives, I'm going to make a massive investment. Oh, I'm gonna get the time running as well. I had that paused. Good. Maxing out the loan. Because that is fun for everyone. Not really. So this is what we took before. This is cheaper. Actually, that's cheaper and faster. But we don't really want fast. We want... Yeah, no, 45 is fine for now. Ooh, but... Ooh. Aha, no. Ooh, that does 40. Go for it. That's not much. Yeah, that's 40. We can continue using these actually. Ooh, we could almost. We could almost. There we go. Colour them green and set them onto Andover Saltfield. Waiting for a free path. What's coming up? Ah, that! Falcon is full. As it should be. So I'm pretty sure that what we've got now, that what I've just deployed, is like the later version of what I'm currently running on the main line. So I'm running better tech on the branch line than the main line right now. Ooh, it's 240. Very nice. That looks really nice, actually. Need to give it to Urban Games. They've got really good modelers. And this green just looks great on it. Is it 240 or is that 242? It's 240. It does look a bit funky without the sort of pony axle at the back. Pony axle goes at the back, right? Or is that just a trailing axle and the pony goes on the front? I can't remember. I don't know Steam Train. I don't know how to Steam Train. Who do you think I am, a train person? Oh, look at this thing though. That looks so good. We can do 40 miles. Well, we are doing 40 miles an hour. Oh, look at it. Those little driving wheels. They're probably big. I don't know. Because you got to remember, actually, in Russia, where this would have come from, you know, it says Russian. They use bigger track gauge in Russia than we do here in Transport Fever, where we use the 4 foot 8.5 inch or 1435mm if you speak metric more fluently than I do, at least. Like, they use a wider track gauge than that. I think their track gauge is something like 5'6". It's actually huge. So this train is a lot bigger in Russia than it is in the game. This is where we run into an issue. The mainline trains are now slower than this branch line train. That's fun. Ooh, we can name these. Oh, I have 2 new bird names to think of. Let's get things going a bit quicker here. Bird name. So this one is one number 12. Hawk. I'm gonna jump ship at Harpenden and wait for number 13 to come. Oh, it's got red wheels as well. That looks so nice. And they've got the sort of coupling lever, which I think is from the cutoff. I think that comes from the cutoff to the cylinders, where it actually does some magic. Oh, look at that. You can see the lake across through the trees. Oh, Lovely. That's actually... Oh, my microphone's been facing up this whole time. Hi, I'm down here. Yeah. What was I saying? I got distracted. And people are waiting at Harpenden. Yes, they are. Oh, look at that thing now. And it picks up 14 people from its first pickup. That's nice. Right, and then across here, we have one number 13. The Sparrow. Right, let's join 12 again. Rejoining 12. Speedy! Oh, no, no, no. Ah, I just clicked OBS. And then I clicked off OBS. Damn it. This is very straight, apart from, like... I say it's very straight, but, like, we have these curves and they're very sort of wide. Which is, it's sort of like the East Coast Main Line. It's straight, and it's got a few curves in it. That are, like, it's got a few notable curves in it for each section. And it does slow trains down. But it doesn't slow them down much. And it's like one curve, and then they're back on the straight line again. And they can pursue as much speed as they want, pretty much. I mean, stop. Yeah. Right, these 14 people from Harpenden to, what's it called? Southwold. Autosave! I have like gigabytes free on my C drive for once. So hopefully my autosave saga is not an issue. And it appears to be a non-issue. I didn't even see how much that made. Right. Where is... Okay, there is the... there is Thor, the mountain train. It's profitable! Okay, so we have the American Mogul and the Frontenac, which is a passenger ferry. I don't really intend to be using passenger ferries, though. Here. Okay, 34 people waiting on the Herne Bay to Southwold line. And let's get going. Off to Herne Bay. I might have to use a bigger train. Because this line is not getting double tracked for a long time. Like, it was hard enough to put the first track in. Having to work out which side to squeeze a second track on in certain sections is gonna be so difficult. Like, do I spend a lot of money gouging terrain? Or do I make a really ugly, like, embankment? Building terrain, like, embankments off of mountains in Transport Fever and in general just looks really bad. It's just a no-no. We're already doing 45 miles an hour. This thing could easily stand to have some more coaches on it. Ah, this looks so good. This side is definitely more impressive in terms of, I don't know know this side is more impressive. Like, this side in terms of scenery is more impressive. The other side is more impressive in terms of infrastructure and bridges. Although that said, this side is pretty impressive as well. Like, we have this tunnel here, which is like... We have some short tunnels and some short breaks between tunnels, and it just looks so good. Like, just looking at it from above, it looks great. Oh, and you've got that rock face there. Oh. And the bridge. Oh, this all looks so good. And then another rock face as well. I could bring that terrain down on the left-hand side, so you can see a bit more over to the left of the train. That would look nice. Okay, we're losing speed slowly, but we are only losing that speed slowly, and we're starting to gain it back. And here's a short tunnel break. You could sort of see beyond the tunnel. That was really cool. And we go from there and onto... Whoa. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, that looks brilliant. And we reach the summit of the Southwold Crossing. And yes, we will be coming down, but that is towards the end of our journey. All the way down there. And this is what gets us the majority of the way there. This 28 mile per hour. This. The 28 mile per hour this thing. And we go into tunnel. Oh, just look at that. And then you come down here and you've got the long bridge. And then we come down this sort of wiggly bridge, and then we're in Hun Bay pretty much. This line should make us a tidy profit in no time. In fact, I think it already is. We'll have to see. This train is running full both ways though, I would assume. This is what that side platform is for, if you're only just putting 2 and 2 together now. That was 215,000. Or was it 275? I'm not sure. But that makes me very happy indeed. Let's look at the finances of this. We can be profitable. That's good. Just look at that thing go. It's full. It's profitable. And it goes up a mountain and back down the other side again. I mean, what more could you want from a train? Full, profitable, scenic route. With a helix. Look at that. I definitely can't wait to run more substantial trains up and down that mountain when it, like, time comes. That is going to look superb. Trying to find a place to put the thumbnail. Why did I go all sort of that? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So basically I'm just gonna center that and give myself time to take the screenshot. There we go. So that's it for this episode of the Transport Fever content during the coronavirus period. Hopefully I can continue daily content afterwards. But we will see. It's definitely something I'd like to do, is to continue making content as regularly as I can for as long as I can. Oh, we caught one of our lunchtime trains. And there's a mainline train looking pretty damn shabby. And over to Southwold has people waiting for it. And that train left almost full. There is Hawk running full. So yeah, I will see you in the next thingy of doodad. Yes. I'll see you in the next Transport Fever 2 tomorrow. Bye.